Should I be cautious of someone who treated me horrible now wanting to be my friend? A trigger warning talks of miscarriage. Hi! Long time listener, first time poster. The story goes as the title says, but with some background. My husband, 30 male, and I, 27 female, moved into a neighborhood where his longtime friend and wife lived. We will call them Sam, 31 male, and Kat, 27 female. They were friends with their neighbors, Taylor and Eli. I don't know the ages, but I think around the same age. And Emily and Micah, same ages. Although we liked the other neighbors, we weren't super close with them. My husband and I both work in healthcare, and our hours are not the traditional 9 to 5 as they are for everyone else. I have known Sam and Kat for years, but wasn't very close with them. But my husband and Sam are best friends. When we moved to the neighborhood, I really thought we would become closer, but it truly never happened. A few months after we moved in, we all find out Kat is pregnant. During her pregnancy, Kat is extremely sick. We invite them over for dinner a few times, and she cannot stomach 90% of the food. No big deal. We really don't take any offense to it, but I did stop offering to make her food after a while. Fast forward a bit, and we find out that Kat has had a miscarriage, and that left them both extremely emotional, and she had to be in the hospital for several days. Sam contacts my husband and I after we sent her a few texts saying if she needed anything to please tell us, etc., and tells us that she is not really in the headspace to talk and to just text him. I texted him a few times while at the grocery store or out asking if they wanted me to bring them some takeout or pick up groceries. He always thanked me but declined, stating she is only eating super specific food because of a lot of things that make her sick. Now, a few months after that, my husband hosts a barbecue where he invites all the neighbors. While talking to Emily, she tells me that she makes dinner for Sam and Kat like once a week, to which I respond, I didn't think she would eat anything if I made it for her. I admit that maybe I shouldn't have made this comment, but I was referring to her always being sick from foods, and I'm not sure if this is relevant, but I am Hispanic, not from Mexico though, and they are white, so the food that I make and know how to make is usually very foreign because people in the US aren't usually used to it. Emily later tells Kat I made this comment. Instead of asking me about it, Emily, Taylor, and Kat all start to hang out and do things without me, which I see on social media. I am not from this state and moved here with my husband, so I truthfully don't have a lot of friends here. I point this out to my husband and explain how it kind of hurts my feelings, and he asks Sam about it, to which Sam states that my schedule is all over the place and they never know when I'm available, and I told him that she can text me and see if something's important to her, that I will do what I can to change my schedule to hang out with her, but she never does. I see that all three of them are hanging out all the time, and whenever I'd ask her or see her in the neighborhood, she would just ignore me or turn the other way. I finally decided to confront her about it, and she said it was due to the comment that I made to Emily about her not eating my food. I'll admit, I didn't even remember I made this comment because it was in passing and I didn't give it much thought, but I apologized if it came out wrong and explained to her my reasonings for making the comment. She then says I made no effort to see her after her miscarriage, and Taylor and Emily did. To which I said that her and her husband asked us to give her some space for a bit. She then says she appreciates me doing that, but I still should have made an effort. I told her that if she asked me to give her space, then that's what I'm going to do. In all of this, the three of them start acting really mean towards me, like turning their back when I'm outside, inviting my husband to events but not me, and making passive aggressive posts on social media. I decide to ignore everything because I don't have the energy for it. Fast forward a few weeks ago, and I get a text from Emily saying she is sorry for the way they treated me and that she has been doing some reflection and realizes they acted like a bunch of mean girls. Her words, not mine. And she apologized several times for specific things. I told her I had no ill will towards her and I appreciate the apology. She started texting more and sending each other reels, to which she asked if I wanted to hang out. I was really hesitant at first, but I decided why not, because people can change. I found out that Kat and Taylor basically started excluding her on stuff as well, and were also treating her badly because of her stating she missed them and that to them she was too clingy. I heard a different side of the story from Sam, who in all of this is still very good friends with my husband. The stories basically match, but it's the way that they're interpreted. Kat and Taylor think she's being too clingy while Emily just wanted to hang out with her friends. I'm not taking sides, but since the two sides I heard are basically the same, I don't really see how Emily did anything wrong. Now, here is my dilemma. I'm not sure if I should trust Emily and if her intentions to be my friend are real or if she is just lonely since her friends ditched her. She told me she realized that they're all being mean to me, and now that they did the exact same thing, she realizes how crappy of a person she was being. I feel bad. I don't want her to feel excluded and isolated like they made me feel, but I'm also wondering if I can really trust her. The whole thing just seems so high schoolish, and not the TS good kind. I'm not sure if I should
I love that.
I'm not sure if I should keep pursuing this friendship or if I should keep her at arm's length. Sorry for the long post, but I felt the background was necessary to add. Also, I love your podcast.
that TS comment thrown in there. I love that. A Swiftie. Okay. I guess like my question is, do you actually like, do you maybe want to be friends with her and you're just scared? Or do you just like not care to mend this relationship? Because if you don't care to mend the relationship, then like you do you. Like, yeah, you were hurt by them and you were burned by them, and it's definitely your choice if you don't want to fix that relationship with them. Like sometimes it's like fool me once, you're done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's your choice. That is your choice.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to forgive people who
No,
did you
100%.
wrong.
But I think she wants to. I think
Okay.
she's writing the post because she doesn't have very many friends and she wants to forgive. And me personally, like, I would accept the apology. Like,
I was going to, okay, yes.
I would hang out with Emily. Like, it would be one thing if Emily just started wanting to hang out with me and then that was it. And then you hear these two sides of the story. But she said she realized that they were being mean girls and she's sorry for how she treated me and she apologized and she hopes I can forgive her.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. No, like if you do want to mend the relationship, I think, and I obviously don't know Emily, but I think she is coming from a good place. Like, I don't think she's like trying to be malicious in trying to like mend this relationship with you. So I don't know, like, can you trust her? Like, I guess like you won't really know, but I think you should maybe give her a chance.
I agree.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, you won't know if you can trust her. But it seems like they kind of like iced her out as well, so she knows what it's like, and you guys can like kind of trauma bond maybe
Trauma bond
over that. So yeah, I don't like mean girls like this. This is very, very high school and not the good kind.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like it wasn't really Emily that was the mean girl in this situation. It seems like the head of the snake is Kat.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting.
Top comment. I think you can be cautious and still hang out and be friendly. I've been in similar situations, and she was probably always the third wheel. And to you, an outsider, she seemed to be super close to them, but really always just went along with the other two. Once you were gone, they needed someone new to treat like dirt, so they turned to her. Treat it like you were reuniting with someone you haven't seen in years. You hang out and see how it goes. It can just be like 30-minute coffee date. If it was fun, spend more time the next time you hang out. Don't force anything, but it's worth giving a chance. Even admit to her that you are cautious. I'm sure she will appreciate the honesty. It sounds like those other girls are a lot of drama and like to be the center of attention. Don't let them have yours. And OP responds and says, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think that's actually great advice. Like, you don't have to be besties and, have sleepovers and all the shebang. But yeah, just like maybe dip your toes in the water and see, like, 30-minute coffee date once a week. And, if things start going well, then like, I don't know, it'll just grow over time.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's some good advice from our listeners. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good one to end on.